I want to welcome at this time D. Arvind, who in the Lok Sabha elections emerged as the giant killer, defeating KCR's daughter, K. Kavita. And that really was a big blow for the Chief Minister and his family. He's a former Ranji player, had an important role to play in this BJP campaign in the Greater Hyderabad Municipal Elections. Arvind, welcome. Congratulations. Your hard work showing results at the end of the day. We just heard from the TRS, they're largely blaming the floods, saying it's a 1 in a 100-year phenomena, those huge floods that ravaged Hyderabad, and therefore people were angry. The TRS tried what it could, but nothing could have been done given the fury of the floods. To what extent do you think it's the floods that sunk the TRS in this poll?
See, thank you, Rahul, for having me on your show. And first of all, let me thank each and every Karyakarta of Bharatiya Janata Party. On the ground, we had just 10 days and KTR or TRS, whoever is saying that, blaming on the floods, should have waited for 3 more months. It was scheduled to be held in the month of March 2021. Why did they prepone? They preponed because they got scared out of Dubak by-election result. They were scared that BJP was growing day by day. So they preponed the election. You should have served everyone. You should have delivered whatever you promised to give as the relief fund to the poor who lost their homes or whatever stuff at home, vehicles, whatever. No, nobody asked you to prepone the election. So nothing to blame. It is the failure of TRS government, not just in the flood situation, but also during the pandemic situation where pura Bhagwan ke naam pe chhod diye the KCR ji. There is no medical insurance, there is no schemes like Awas Yojana implemented here, there is no 10% reservation implemented here. So it is beyond all this, and the day Mr. Bhupender Yadav ji was assigned as the in charge for this GHMC elections, and he spearheaded the campaign, he strategized the whole 10-day, we got only 10 days to campaign. We hardly had 10 days. So I gave a lot of credit to Bhupender ji also and entire leadership, and as well as the grounded Karyakarta. There was a team spirit, there was a team effort, and today you can see the result.
TS Sudhir, you know, given how few days the BJP had to campaign and the manner in which they were able to up the stakes, bring their full electoral machine into play, do you think that if there was more time, maybe the TRS tally could have come down further and the BJP could have increased its tally? Or do you think at this moment this is a fair reflection of how Hyderabad thinks?
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of how Hyderabad thinks, because coming so soon after the devastation of the floods, there was anger among the people. And I would say that BJP actually played its game very well, because the headlines were occupied by the polarizing talk, the Muhammad Ali Jinnah, the Biryani, the Bhagyanagar, Hyderabad name, etc. But on the ground, Rahul, the BJP was actually going into every locality, focusing especially on the areas which were affected by the floods, which is why if you analyze the results ward-wise, you will see a majority of the BJP wins have actually come from those areas which were devastated as a result of those floods. So in that sense, very scientific mapping of which areas the BJP needs to focus on, and that's what has yielded results. It's rather ironical that the party which has actually come second in this GHMC election is actually the real winner of this election.